Hi everyone, welcome back. As discussed earlier, we're going to be doing butter chicken this evening. I'll take you through all of the ingredients quickly. It's not your standard normal way of doing butter chicken. I've kind of adapted it to family eating. So over here we've got just butter chicken spice. If you haven't got butter chicken spice, use a really mild curry powder. Over here we've got chopped onion. I've used one large onion, one clove of garlic, some turmeric, which you don't have to have. Usually I would use coriander, but we have no coriander, so I'm going to put some thyme in there for some aromatics, a little bit of chilli, some rice that we're going to serve on the side with some cardamom pods just to bring up the flavor. The cardamom pods are not essential. You can just do plain salted rice. We're going to bulk this curry up with some vegetables for goodness. We've got some cauliflower, some broccoli, some tomatoes, courgettes and some green peppers. Then finally the main thing is the chicken legs and some chicken breast. Usually I would just make it with chicken breast. It's a really quick thing to knock up and throw in a pan and let it cook through. But obviously this was the last breast that was left and the last legs that were left. So we're going to have to meat in between with that. Also I've got my coconut cream here. If you can't find coconut cream, use coconut milk and just add a bit of cream. It really doesn't matter. Okay. And it's simple as just add my rice in. Thank you. Got these little slaves that Santa's little helpers. Huh? Okay, that's on the go. I'm going to put a lid on just until it starts to simmer out. You don't want it overflowing onto the stove top, right? My pan is getting nice and hot. I'm going to use some of my Wildekrans olive oil because I love it. I'm using the field blend because it's not that bitter or sharp. You could use normal olive oil, you could use ghee, whatever you have available. Okay, so first of all I'm going to start off with my aromatics. Don't be too fussy. Onions, garlic, some turmeric, some thyme, some chilies go in the pan. Okay, now we're going to add the butter chicken spices. I'm going to give about 3 nice spoons in there. I like it a little bit spicy. Also with the green chilies, they aren't very hot. The smaller the chili, if you use a small red bird's eye chili, be careful because it's going to overpower the butter chicken. Okay. Then sorry, let me grab that. Bit of tomato. Whenever I'm cooking, I always like to add a little bit of salt in the beginning of the cooking process. It does help all of the flavors to develop. Okay. I just find adding a drop of water just helps bring everything together nicely in the pan. Just let it sweat off nicely. Okay, so that's been cooking for 2 minutes or so now at the moment. You can see it's starting to come together as like a gravy relish type thing. Okay, I'm going to take my chicken legs now and just add them in one at a time. Okay, and then I'm actually gonna use my lid and just cover it a little, just to heat through the chicken leg gently. Just give it a stir. You've got to check always, because you can see the liquid is cooking down even though we've had the lid on. Loosen it up nicely. You can see the blood starting to release a little bit from the leg itself, which is a good sign. Now I'm going to add my little bit of liquid again. Okay, then I'm going to leave it uncovered, because now we have to be careful that if we reduce it again and it gets too jammy at the bottom, it's going to burn, which you don't want. Okay, the chicken legs have been going for about 8 to 10 minutes now, and it's reduced nicely. I'm going to start adding in my cauliflower and broccoli to the mix. Cauliflower goes in. Sorry, my broccoli goes in. Thank you, Mia. Okay, and it goes. We're gonna add a little bit more liquid. Adding some more water, which in kitchen terms we call it government stock. And it goes. I'm going to add a bit more seasoning to it, and then I'm going to put the lid back on again. Okay, so that's been another 5 minutes or so. I'm going to remove that. It's starting to take shape nicely. I'm going to start placing some chicken breast in there, just so you have a bit of, each adult has one leg and 1 or 2 pieces of chicken breast. In a little bit further, a little bit of water again. This will be the last time I've added water. Now I'm going to add some courgettes, some peppers, I think that's enough. Then we're going to let that go. Cover it again. Right, now our coconut cream is going to go in. Remember what I said, if you can't get cream, then just use coconut milk and substitute with some cream. Okay, now it will start to look like a butter chicken. I would say that is nice and cooked. Okay, so we're going to take that off and strain it off. Run a little bit of cold water through it in the sink. Come over here. Always just rinse out the pot a little to help with cleaning, which I'm not very good at. And then pour that over the rice just to cool it down a little. Okay, just a little bit more water, move that around. Okay, then that will be ready to be served later. Okay, we'll just put our little lid up on there, and then that's simmering away nicely. I'm going to leave it uncovered now, because we need to get some of that liquid away. So another 5 minutes and it should be cooked. So dinner is served. We have our naans, our kids' butter chicken with some vegetables, our rice, and finally our butter chicken. I hope you all enjoy, and we'll see you again tomorrow. Stay safe.